Hi, I'm Danielle and I'm the founder of The Joyful Edit. Welcome to my channel. For those of you that have been with me along for the journey, thank you so much for being here. And for those that are new, welcome. I'm so happy that you are here. I hope you've all had a very nice start to your Friday evenings. I wanted to go through today's video and talk to you a bit more about the Happiness Project from Gretchen Rubin, because one of the things that she does is she kind of put together these 12 commandments that act as a bit of a guidance for her. That's something that she can refer back to when she's going through the motions of life, or just as a bit of a compass kind of moving forward. And I thought, why not do that myself? Because how many of us have been guilty where we read certain self-development books or listen to some podcasts or go to a seminar or pay for a course, and we just don't put in the actions, and it will say spend 5 minutes just thinking about X, and you're yeah, I'll do that tomorrow, or I'll schedule some time and actually do that. I can't do that right now, and we move on to the next page. Definitely guilty. I have absolutely been there. But not anymore, because we are on this journey of total transformation. We've got 12 months, guys, so we can't afford to do that. And also, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be the person that takes action and reads these things and implements it, buys courses and takes action. So with that in mind, I put together my own list of commandments. I'm going to be honest with you. I really struggled putting together 12, and I came up with 23. Yes, 23. But I decided that if they're really important, and I have absolutely tried to whittle these down and I can't, then they should stay on there. So, I don't think that you always have to make it down to a certain number. Yes, it always sounds better. I totally get that, but it's what kind of works and what's going to get you the results and help you kind of move forward to be the best version of you. So I'm just going to read out the ones that I put together. Some of them may resonate with you, and some of them might be you're already smashing it, which is awesome. But I want to encourage you to actually dedicate some time to really think about what commandments you want to put together and what are relevant to you, and what's going to help you to kind of get out the rut, or if you're in a certain situation, what's going to be your inner compass and guidance. And I will note that these things will absolutely change as we go and we develop and we change. So it's kind of what's relevant for you now, because some of the things I was thinking about, I was you know what, we've already got this covered, so we're good. But without further ado, I will start with number 1, which is, what would the best version of me do and think, and do just that? The second is, enjoy the journey, because so often we get focused on the end result and the end destination. But for me, I want to remind myself that I want to enjoy this journey and experience, and being a learner and being a beginner, so I can learn and soak up as much as possible. Number 3 is, if I don't do this, what is the alternative? And use my pain as my power. So one of my mentors was saying to me that, Danielle, if you don't pursue this business and you don't step into the light, what is the alternative? And it scared the living daylights out of me. I was this is not my life. This is not what's going to happen, and I'm going to make that so. So yeah, definitely for me, it's using my pain as my power. Number 4, we've talked about this before, what you focus on, you attract. So focus on abundance. 5, consistency is more important than what you do once in a while. So I think often we can be guilty of beating ourselves up and yeah, just kind of focusing on all the grand things that we do, but actually it's in the day-to-day that really matters and what's going to bring us forward. And yeah, number 6, there is only plan A. I am not a fan of having a plan B or a C, or having all these backup plans. If this doesn't work, this is what we're going to do. No, absolutely not. We're going to focus on plan A and plan A only. And yes, we may pivot and we may be flexible, but plan A stands plan A. So there's no plan B. And I think that's really key. And number 7, what is the lesson here? Because again, I think sometimes life just presents us with certain things, but sometimes can be quite difficult. And it's always about what are the lessons? What is the opportunity here? Number 9, everything I want is on the other side of not giving up. success is inevitable. Like, I love that one. That just gets me excited. I'm like, when things get a little bit hard, I'm like, no. Danielle, on the other side of this is everything you ever wanted and so much more. Number 10, oh, I love this one as well. Why not me? I see so many people that are living their most amazing lives, like have the most like huge amount of money, live in these incredible houses and have the most wonderful businesses and make such a difference in the world. And I think, well, why can't that be me? You know? And absolutely, I would encourage everyone, single one of us on here, to add that on there, because again, there's no reason why it can't be you. And what else we got? So number 11, you owe it to yourself to become everything you ever dreamed of. And then we've got, don't settle. I even thought about getting that tattooed on like my hand, or why not? I haven't decided yet, but I also love those too. And again, it's just a reminder that sometimes, you know, we can get stuck in our comfort zones, but it's, yeah, like don't settle for mediocre, don't settle for poor friendships or relationships, don't settle for bad quality, all those things. I'm going to zoom in because I'm actually finding it really hard to read what I've actually written. Number 13, I am not a tree. If I don't like where I am, I can move. At any point, I can change the chapter of this story. And again, that just like frees me and makes me feel empowered. And it's something that we all need a reminder of, that we have choices and we get to decide like what this chapter is going to entail. And if we don't like where we're at, we can change that. And number 14, it's not if, it's when. And I've always used this and I've kept it in there because it gives me like so much power. And I've always said that I'm going to do these things. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I'm going to make it happen. And for those that really know me, they will know that those are the principles that I follow. And I just, again, it makes me super excited. And I've like all the things that I've thought about in the past, like I've always made that happen. And that's always been like my guiding principle. What else? So number 15, the difference between who I am and who I want to be is what I do. It's what I do. Like, it's that simple. We don't need to overcomplicate it. It's literally what we do that is the difference between where we want to get to. And tomorrow is promised to no one. That's always like a bit of a hard hitter, but boy, does that make you shake up and stop you from moaning about the most ridiculous things, like, oh gosh, they said this, or I got this really horrible email. Like, no. Absolutely not. I'm not wasting my time on that. No, thank you. 17, 90% your reaction, 10% the event. I am still trying to work on this. It can be like really hard because you look back and you think, oh my goodness, why did I react like that? Like, it was one of those things that was very frustrating, but like, don't let it ruin our day or evening or whatever it is. Like, it's all about your reaction. 18, when it's a must, I'll find a way. When it's a should, I'll find an excuse. So anything that's super, super important to me, I am making it a must and I will make it happen. Tidy home, tidy mind. 100% that was true when we were kids, and didn't realize it was so important when we were an adult. But for me, if anything's going like wrong or I feel a bit off, I know that I just need to tidy my house and I will feel so much better and I'll just feel a bit more in control. So it sounds really simple, but you know, simplicity is key, right? Which is funny because number 20 is simplify. Like, we live in a world where we complicate every single thing. So like, we think, oh, if, you know, we'll write 1,000-letter essay when we can condense it in 500 just because we think, well, we should make it longer. No. If you can deliver a message and make it shorter, do just that. Don't complicate things. 21, the world needs who you were made to be. Keep going. Oh, like for me, because I really want to make a difference and I want to help as many people in the world, that's just a reminder that the longer I stay inside and like I don't share my gifts and I don't step out of my comfort zone and make all these changes and make this difference and have this impact, like more and more people don't get to, like, I don't get to change their lives. So I was born on this, I generally believe that I was born on this planet to make a difference and to use my gifts to like have an impact and change the world. And then 22, my superpower is me. like my energy, my light, my sparkle. I think so often like we compare ourselves to so many other people and forget like our own gifts. And yeah, I think it's really important that we remind ourselves that. And then 23, what if it all works out? So those are my 12/23 commandments that I'm going to use as like a guiding principle and just like refer back to. I'm going to have it like accessible everywhere in like my journal and on my work laptop and my Mac, everything everywhere. Just that when I need it, I'm just going to refer back to it, and also just look at it on like a daily basis and just bring me back to like the things that I'm doing to help me kind of move forward. So I hope you found this really useful and interesting, and also that it inspires you to do your own kind of commandments and really think about what it is that matters and is going to help you kind of move forward and kind of navigate like this thing called life, and just make the most of it, because things can be hard, things can be challenging, and yeah, I'm just going to use it as a way to kind of keep moving forward and keep making progress. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Like, I love you all so much. I am sending you so much love and so much blessings. And I will be back tomorrow with some more content, which I'm super excited to share with you. Until then, have a wonderful Friday evening, and I will be back in tomorrow.